What's up everyone, Adam from FWCI Collector's Edition, and today I'm going to unbox WWE Elite Series 109, Dominic Mysterio and Damian Priest. Both members of the Judgment Day. I did an unboxing of Finn Balor recently, I did an unboxing of Rhea, I've got the whole squad now, and I cannot wait to pose these guys together. And I just also got Bailey from this set as well, completing my Damage Katal trio. So go check out that unboxing, because that was a lot of fun. If this is your first time on my channel, make sure you do subscribe if you want more WWE action figure unboxing videos. Help us get to 1,000 subscribers. It's a small ask, but we would really appreciate it. First of all, the packaging is your standard WWE Elite packaging, which I kind of like. There's room for a signature. I think it's pretty good. Some people don't like it. I think it works for in-box and people that don't want it in the box as well. But let's start off with Dirty Dominic Mysterio, and I absolutely love this guy. I thought I was going to hate him when he joined WWE. I was like, I don't know about this. I'm a big fan of Rey Mysterio. First, they tried to kind of shove him down our throats as like the Rey Mysterio Jr., I guess. Rey Mysterio the Third. But I really like what happened with this character and the heel persona and everything, the way it's all happened. Let's have a quick read of what we got on the back. Dominic Mysterio from San Diego, California. That's where Bailey's from. All right. Height, 6'1", weight 200 pounds. Finisher, the Frog Splash. Just like his old man, Eddie Guerrero. After spending 24 hours in jail for assaulting his father, Rey Mysterio, Dirty Dom has returned a changed man, forever scarred from his day in the clink. Career highlights: NXT North American Champion, SmackDown Tag Team Champion, and being Rhea Ripley's sidekick. That what we're calling him? Their sidekick? Why not? We'll do that. Alright, Dominic's got a bunch of those like see-through rubber band things, like all up in his wrists and everything. I think maybe it's because he's got the soft goods shirt. I don't know what that was all about, but that was a pain in the ass to get off. Alright, let's see what we've got here. First impressions out of the box. I love it. Of course I love it. This is Dirty Dom. What wouldn't I think? The attire underneath looks pretty plain, but that's fine, because who is going to be using his attire when you've got the sweet... we used to call these druggy shirts when I was a kid. This is a druggy shirt where I grew up. Collar is a little bit finicky, but I'm sure it'll come good. Now the accessories he comes with, first of all, some fisted hands and some gripping hands, all with the unique tattoos on there. We've got the... how do I put this on? Do I have to like take his head off or something? No, it just stretches around. Okay. Sweet. We've got his bandana, which they've actually molded it pretty well so that it sits just below his ears, so that looks pretty sweet. Not very happy to see these glasses as a separate piece. Just start giving us a second head with glasses molded onto it. I wouldn't have hated it if this whole thing was all molded into one head, but let's get Dirty Dom's glasses on. Hopefully it sits really, really snug. He should be okay, actually, because he's got that, like, mullet undercut thing going. Oh, but it is kind of hard to get them both on there at the same time. Alright, there he is. Dirty Dom. Love it. I think the shirt maybe could be a little bit better, but it certainly is what it is trying to be, and I'm totally fine with that. It's certainly a little bit of a different kind of tartan on this compared to the Roddy Piper They Live figure that came out, but I think this looks much better for Dominic with the white and that kind of like, I don't know, it's like a dark green, I guess. I mean, looking at the paintwork, his tattoos all look pretty spot on. Mattel's very consistent with that for whatever reason. I'm not sure why, but I'm glad they are. The white paint on the tights is very, very clean, as is the Judgment Day logo. Don't know if the Judgment Day logo is a little bit off-center, but it doesn't seem to really matter. The bandana, the paint app on that is really good. I like it. Looks very, very intricate, and it really makes the figure come to life. Dominic's got a teardrop tattoo on his face now, which is hilarious. The tattoos on his arm are all spot on, and there's a DM on the back of his all black top that he's wearing that is nice and clean as well, but again, that's only if you take the druggy shirt off of him. Looking at the articulation, it's your standard WWE Elite articulation, double-jointed pinless arms and legs, which is nice to see. Your regular WWE joint, there's a boot cut, there's a thigh cut, twists at the waist, the head twists around, all the bells and whistles. You know what to expect. But ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Tarantino test.
Tarantino test.
This is the part of the review where I look at the feet of the figure specifically, because I think that's important when you're doing dynamic posing and things like that. And the WWE Elite figures, they're all very consistent when it comes to the foot department, and Dominic stands up just fine. I do wish that these figures had a little bit more movement, articulation in terms of that. But I'm more than happy with the big old feet that the WWE Elite figures have, and Dominic stands up just fine.
Tarantino test.
Now, I do have the original Judgment Day Dominic Mysterio here, so I can actually do a head swap on this as well. So let me carefully remove the glasses, carefully remove the bandana, rip his head off with force and might. And yeah, I like this figure here. I like how vibrant the purple is on it. It's almost like a pink even, and he looks great with the Judgment Day shirt on. Comparing these two heads, it's basically mullet Dom versus growing out his mullet Dom. So I really prefer the new one. They look about the same, but the new one just has a little bit better paint app in terms of like around the eyes and things like that. It just looks more, there's a bit more of a shadow to it, and it looks less flaky like some of the WWE head scans do. But let's swap this over. Let's see if it looks alright with that one on there. It pops on perfectly fine. You can't put the glasses and you can probably put the bandana on there actually. Yeah, the bandana is really sculpted specifically for mullet Dom head, so I don't think there's much advantage to putting the other head on there unless you just prefer the attire on the other one. And who knows, maybe I'll do some switcheroo, a little bit of mix and match. You're probably seeing it right there if I got around to doing it. If I didn't, I don't know, roast me in the comments. How about that? So my final thoughts on Jailbird Dom is that this is the Dominic Mysterio that you want to get. Of all of the 3 elites that he's had so far, this is by far and away the best one. His career is just skyrocketing. His popularity, his charisma, his style, everything is just sort of still on an upward trajectory. So we're going to get more Dominics in the future, but I think this one will definitely hold a special place in a lot of people's hearts, because this whole storyline has just been so much fun, and this really encapsulates that. But speaking of the storyline, speaking of fun, let's get into Damian Priest, shall we? Old Punishment himself. Having a look at the back of the box here, Damian Priest from not San Diego, California for a change. New York, New York. Height 6'5", weight 249 pounds. Finisher, Reckoning. And his blurb says, "The Archer of Infamy grew sick and tired of Bad Bunny sticking his nose in the Judgment Day's business, paving the way for the San Juan street fight between the two former friends. Career highlight, NXT North American Champion, World Heavyweight Champion, and send your money in the bank as well." Now, this is where I really regret not picking up the new Seth Rollins that was in this same wave. I got this from Ringside, and yeah, I picked up a couple of other little things in there as well. But I really wanted that new World Heavyweight Championship, especially now that I've got Damian Priest. But by the way, Aussies, if you are buying from Ringside Collectibles, you probably know that when you go to buy on there, you're like, all right, I'm going to do one order. I want to get like 8 figures. And then the postage just blows out to a ridiculous amount. Keep your order to 4 figures or less. The postage actually stays pretty reasonable, and you can buy stuff from Ringside. You just have to get it in small quantities, but that postage blows out the more figures you put in there. Just a little pro tip for you. Alright, first impressions of this figure, I'm very, very impressed with it. He's such a big, staunch looking kind of guy, and the purple and everything on his tights really stands out. The stripes in his hair stands out. The Judgment Day t-shirt looks great on him. Looks absolutely amazing at first glance. So looking at the accessories, he doesn't come with much. He just comes with a couple of open hands and a couple of fisted hands and a t-shirt, and that's it. So not a great deal of accessories with this Damian Priest here. But I'm gonna have a quick look at what's underneath the shirt, see what his attire looks like. The Judgment Day shirt that he does come with is the same as the one that came with the Dominic Mysterio recently. Was it Dominic or Finn? I don't know. I put it on Dom. I'm pretty sure it was Dom. But this looks unbelievable, man. All the purple in his hair and on the attire and everything. It looks absolutely sick. He looks way better with the t-shirt off, where you can see the design on his tights. Oh my god, this is outrageous. I don't have the original Damian Priest, so I don't have anything to compare it to, but I'm pretty blown away by this. Let's have a look at the paintwork, and there's a lot of it. It all looks, the silver and purple, everything I can see looks great. We've got the Scott Hall blood dripping, which is actually molded into the mold of his tights. So I don't know what that's all about, but all of this detailing is molded in. None of it is really just painted, other than a couple of the silver bits on the studs on some of those bits. That's just paint, but all the pads and everything like that is all a completely new mold. This is a fucking amazing figure. Tattoos look perfectly fine on both arms. The paint on the face sculpt looks pretty good to me. I can't see any issues with it. This figure's great. Looking at the articulation, we've got double jointed pinless arms, double jointed pinless elbows, no knee pads or elbow pads on this, so you've got the full range of articulation with this. You've got a boot cut, you've got a thigh cut, there's spins around at the waist, you've got an ab crunch, head twists around, you know, all the regular WWE Elite articulation as you would have come to expect. I don't mind Damian Priest, but you know who loves Damian Priest? Quentin Tarantino.
Tarantino test.
Yes, this is the Tarantino test, which honestly is a little bit redundant with the WWE figures. They very rarely have any issues, but we got to do it for the sake of consistency. This is the part where I check the feet of the action figure, make sure it's nice and flat and it stands up okay, doesn't have any looseness going on like the Bailey one that I just unboxed earlier today. It's basically just a big old foot test, and Tarantino loves his feet. We all know that, so that's why we've named it after him. And Damian Priest, you stand up beautifully. You passed the Tarantino test.
Tarantino test.
So my final thoughts on this figure are that it is absolutely beautiful. In fact, when I look at the Judgment Day together, all four of them, this one definitely stands out the most. It really does. I mean, and rightly so. He's the current world heavyweight champion at the time of recording this. So it's such a tall figure. The detail on it is so well done. The color on it is so well done. This might be the best WWE figure of the year. Oh, that Asuka one is still, that's there, isn't it? Asuka is good. Best male figure of the year so far, for sure. And we just unboxed Dominic Dirty Dom, but something about this Damian Priest just hits everything perfectly. A little bit loose, a little bit around the knees, I guess, but doesn't seem to have any issues. But that's literally the only thing that I can say as even a mild criticism of this figure. Would have been nice to have some more accessories. Sure, we didn't. We got this, and I'm very happy with it. Are the Judgment Day shelf worthy? Well, since they've got my hometown legend Rhea Ripley in there, of course the Judgment Day's bloody shelf worthy. And I'm not a huge fan of Damian Priest, to be completely honest. Finn Balor, he's pretty good, I guess. Dominic Mysterio's definitely winning me, but Rhea Ripley is where it's at. She comes from the town that I grew up in, and so proud to see her go to Perth and have that massive main event there, and the crowd was going nuts for a absolute superstar moment for Rhea Ripley. I'm so bummed out that she's injured at the moment, but I can't wait to see her come back and go full-blown. She's going to be the Lady Undertaker. I'm just going to call her Lady Undertaker, because if she just stays in wrestling, she's going to be a fucking gigantic, mega, monolithic, insane level superstar. She has got all the qualities. She is the best. She is the reason that I like the Judgment Day, and that's why they're shelf worthy. But with that being said, this Damian Priest is better than the Rhea Ripley. We need a good Rhea. Can we talk about this for a sec? Why do all of Rhea's face scans look so... just a little smile. Give me a Rhea face scan with like mouth open, tongue out, eyes ready to explode, like, or give me one with like an evil smirk or something like that. She's got such a wide range of facial expressions that you could draw from, and it sucks that they just keep reusing this same head scan for her. I know we're going to get some more Rhea head scans with the Ultimate Edition that's coming out at some point. I'm not a huge fan of the white attire, so I might try and do a head swap onto the Judgment Day Rhea with a better head scan or something like that, because I love Rhea, but they're not doing her any justice in the action figure department. But thanks for checking this video out. Let me know in the comments if you managed to collect the entire Judgment Day. Let me know your favorite Rhea Ripley moment. For me, when she won the NXT Women's title, and then the crowd, the locker room emptied out, and they all carried her on their shoulders like, Rhea! That was pretty good. That match against Charlotte at WrestleMania, whew, that's probably the best match of her career, in my opinion. That was off the chain. Everything with Dominic Mysterio has been fantastic as well. So shout out to Rhea Ripley, shout out to Dominic, shout out to Damian Priest, shout out to Finn Balor. JD McDonough's in there as well, and shout out to R-Truth while I'm at it. But yeah, JD McDonough is in there as well. I guess I need to get him. I don't know. I didn't think he was going to last in the Judgment Day, but he is. He's still there. Is he still there? Well, you might be watching this years from now. And maybe you won't. I don't know. Why would you do that? But thanks for checking this video out. And as always, everyone, be well, stay safe, look after your figs. See you in the next video. Peace.